Good morning, guys. I am smiling because I have a crazy update story to share with you guys. I told you guys that last week, Dad and I went to the casino 2 nights because they're having nightly draws for TVs. As my regular viewers know, Dad's house burned down last December. He lost everything and he needs a new TV. So we went twice last week. We didn't win the TV, but I did come out 70 bucks ahead after that 2 nights. I don't gamble a lot, guys. 20 bucks and I'm done, right? I don't waste my money at the casino. They're not getting my money. But I go to socialize with Dad, and if you have your card put in before the draw, an hour before, you get put in the draw. So I said, okay, I'll go and help you out. So last night, Dad stops at my house, and I didn't know that they were having any more TV draws because it's a week later. I thought they were done. And he says, oh yeah, I'm gonna head over to the casino for 7 o'clock and get in for the draw. Tom and I were here in the garage having a beer. And I said, okay. I had no intentions of going. Tom left. And I thought, well, Dad's gonna need the truck. I just had a weird thought. So I jumped in the truck. I went down to surprise him. There he was, sitting there chatting away. It's his social life down there, guys. He knows everybody. I mean everybody. I sit down beside him. We're gambling away. He turns over, looks at me, and he says, I'm gonna win that TV. And he's like, I mean it, boy. I'm gonna win that TV. And I'm like, sure, Dad, I got a good feeling, right? But I'm just playing. They draw the thing at 7 o'clock, and it says, Ken R. And I'm sitting there waiting, thinking that R is somebody's middle initial. I'm like, whoa, no, it's my dad. They don't say the people's last name. I looked at him, he won the freaking TV. Look at this. I'm swearing, he manifested this, guys. Look at this. Samsung 65-inch 4K crystal UHD TV. Can you believe that? He needs a TV, he wins a TV. Okay, so also on the way into the casino last night, because we have to talk about it, guys, you know that I believe we can manifest good things in our lives. And I told you guys he did the same thing with this car that he found. We talked about it. Well, as we're going into the casino, Dad doesn't watch my channel, by the way. He doesn't own a computer. He's not a computer guy. He doesn't watch YouTube. He doesn't know how to get YouTube on the TV, so he doesn't watch the channel. He knows I feel like that, and we've talked about it. He says, by the way, he says, I manifested that car, too. And he just looks at me and says it matter-of-factly, and I'm like, yeah, I already know that. I said, we talked about it on my channel. So I think he 100% believes the same as me, even though we don't really talk about it. But anyway, I've got to go out and take this TV out to him, to the place he's staying at today. Let's talk to him about it and just, ask him, how did you do this? Because I swear, he did it. He won the TV. As the truck's warming up here, guys, I just want to point out one more example of this that I saw this week. I was watching the Netflix documentary on Beckham. David Beckham and his wife, who I only know as Posh Spice. I can't think of her name. Okay. It's the same story with those guys. Right away, I caught this when they said it in the documentary. David was watching TV with a friend of his, a footballer. He saw the Spice Girls on TV. He looks over at his friend and he says, I'm going to marry that girl. And like his friend said, yeah, a lot of us have seen something, that we like on TV or, a potential partner, whatever. We say, oh, that's nice. But you don't end up with that person. And both of those people in the documentary, Posh and David, said in separate interviews, immediately from the time they met each other, it was just like, there was something about this person, and it was like love at first sight for both of them. And to me, that is the strangest thing. We hear about these stories all the time, but again, it comes down to manifesting, or maybe even more deeper than that, something that was destined to be. Do we have 100% control of what happens down here? sometimes, I don't know. I think things are laid out for us and we take the path of least resistance, which is a good thing. But there are other things that happen along the way that are just kind of pre-programmed, meant to be. You know, it's like if you watch the people that have NDEs, they say, I came to work on this, I made these decisions, and I picked all of these things. It was pre-set up for me. And in this case, you watch that documentary, guys, it seems to be, there's an example of it right there with David Beckham and Posh. They're still married today, you know, 25 years later. Well, we've got a little bit of color left here, but mostly browns and yellows now. All the bright, vibrant oranges and reds, they're done. Most of the leaves have come down. Hunting season is almost here. Just called my mom to tell her about winning 120 bucks at the casino last night. Don't know if I mentioned that to you guys. So Dad won the TV and I came out with 120 bucks. And she's playing bingo this morning. I could hear them in the background. And I said, you know, you can will that win into existence, Mom. I said, Dad did it with the TV last night. And she said, okay, I'm gonna do that. And as I'm talking to her, I hear somebody yell, bingo, it's her. She won 17 bucks. But she's like, yeah, I'm gonna work on the jackpot. I said, okay, I let her go. I said, you do that. Also, I should mention, guys, it sounds like, you know, I'm saying it's all good luck to win stuff and find stuff and buy stuff. No, you know what, I think, I don't know that I believe in karma, per se. I think we make our own karma, as I've mentioned. You know, if you think positively, positive things happen. If you think negatively, I honestly think you can influence that. You know, for example, you're thinking you're driving down the road and you say, oh wow, it's been a while since I got a flat tire. Hope I don't get a flat tire. And then you get a flat tire, right? So I think we can influence ourselves both ways. It's strange, right? I don't know what this existence is, guys. We've talked about it, but I do feel that that has happened to everybody. Has a story like that in their lives, right? Oh, I thought of something and it suddenly happened, or I thought of someone and they suddenly called me, right? Weird things. So I just want to take a minute to throw out to you guys as well. Right now, our local YMCA, which Carrie and I are members, we've been members for 30 years, and we go right back to the days when we were starving college students and we were on the assisted membership because we didn't have $100 a month to put towards our gym memberships. They had great programs, and I've always respected the Y for what they do for communities, okay? Not necessarily in the religious sense of where the Y came from, but what it does for communities now, and kids especially. And so right now they have their drive on where they send the kids to summer camp. So yesterday when I was in playing my squash game, I'd been looking at the board for a while. I did it, guys. I supported and put one kid on the bus. I don't know, I'm sure prices are different. You know, do you guys even have YMCAs in the States? We have them here in Canada. So you know what, and that made me feel really good for the rest of the day to know that a week ago they have a big board on the wall and they show all the spots in the bus. I'm sure they're sending multiple buses to summer camp, guys, but it's just a, you know, you get your name on the board to show who's sending kids and how many kids are going. And there was only 4 seats on the bus filled a week ago. When I went in yesterday, the bus was full. It was more than full. So I don't know how many kids in total are getting sent to camp, but they're having a really good run, and it made me feel really good to support that. So I just want to throw that out to everybody and remind everybody, you know, there's lots of things going on in your community, and if you're in a place to do so, it will make you feel really good to support somebody and help them out, as most of you guys already know. What is going on here? The truck in front of me just lost 2 bags. I saw it come flying right off the back of the truck. 2 big bags of garbage. Morning. All right, before we unload this, you gotta tell everybody, how'd you do it?
I willed it. There was no doubt in my mind I was winning a TV, and that's the gospel. Can't explain things in life, but I just knew I had to go and show up each time you and I went. I was going to win a TV. Just like I figured. Here's a new TV, 65-inch Samsung this morning.
Well, he did look at me right before the draw and said, I'm going to win this TV.
Can't say too much about that. It was just meant to be. Coming together.
Okay, so they've also got the fascia on there.
Yeah, we got to change this. See the bump up here?
Oh yeah, that doesn't look very good.
Oh, they know they got to change it. Taking it off and doing it again.
I know, but I'm just saying, that's why didn't the guy do it when he put it on there the first time?
He's a rookie, and it wasn't the other guy.
The rookie. We'll blame the rookie. Starting to get some wiring run.
It's all done. Bathroom here. That's a pantry off the kitchen. They gave me there. This is another bedroom. It's fair size too. There's another bedroom.
Yeah, good sized rooms.
Oh yeah.
How many lady friends can you have over at one time?
Well, I'm not too greedy. Usually one at a time.
You can also tell all the ladies now he's got a big TV.
Window there, smaller than that window there.
I don't know. You tell me something. Why is this back window, I noticed the last time I was here, oh, because there's a little separated room right here. Okay, so that back room over there has no window. What is that back there?
Doesn't need a window. That's my walk-in closet.
Oh, it's a closet. Okay. I was a little concerned why that back room. I thought it was a laundry something.
No,
or
laundry's to your right.
Okay, laundry's in here. Okay.
And this is a closet here.
And then your big deck. He still doesn't get it.
I got it a long time ago, boy.
They're going to put topsoil.
Topsoil reseeded because it wasn't like this before. It was all grass right around.
Which seems kind of odd to me that because of the fire, I guess because they had to have the machinery in here to redo all of this?
That's right. That's what it's all about, because it wasn't like that. It was all grass, and they have to do all the landscaping and everything.
Good.
And it's on the...
Tell them to level it out. It's not level. So we also noticed that all the electrical fixtures are plastic now. And this one here is cracked right there where they put the screw in. So then we were looking at the light fixtures. They're all plastic. Plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just looking. It doesn't make any sense. That window there is probably a foot smaller than the one on the other side.
And that's the master bedroom.
Yeah, okay. And that is Dad's bedroom. It has a smaller window, so I don't know. He's got in-floor heating, okay, in the new house. Dad also has a tile well, which overflows. It's beside the creek, okay? He can't even drink his water. This is what I deal with, guys. He buys bottled water because the well gets overflow from the creek, and then he's gonna get beaver fever. He gets sand, he gets silt, so he's constantly changing the inline filter, and he'll argue to the death, oh no, my water's fine. It's not. And I told him, so mark my words, guys, he needs to drill a well for this new place. With the on-demand system, and he's got 2 full floors, the full basement and then the full upper floor is heated. I said, you're gonna need to do some calculations and measurements and see what the refill rate of that well is. I said I wouldn't even bother with any of that just because of the fact that we know you can't drink the water out of it. What do you mean? You know, this is what he says to me. But we've known for 20 years the well has been an issue, and yet he refuses, guys, to take me seriously. So it makes me a little bit angry. You know, I'm almost 50 years old and I don't know anything. But if his good friend, Chris, were to come and tell him, hey, Kenny, I think you need to put in a new well. Well, Chris is a smart man. We got to respect that decision, you know, and I'm sure it's that way with all fathers and sons. But I just had to say, all right, Dad, see you later. You know, he's trying to blow me off. I'm talking to him about the well and all the things he needs to do in terms of measuring the flow and all of this. I do have a degree in environmental monitoring and protection, which may have included watercourse management, sewage plant treatment, all this stuff, right? I do know what I'm talking about, guys. And he's trying to blow me off. Oh, look at the moose tracks in the yard. Dad, I don't care about the moose tracks in the yard. We're trying to have a discussion about you needing to put in a well. So that was it for me, guys. I'm like, see you later, I gotta go.